Diva, superstar, icon. Whitney Houston gave us some of the greatest songs of our lives. For 2 decades, she gave us good love and was every woman. But behind all that megastar success was immense personal pain, drug abuse, rehab, a tumultuous 14-year marriage to R&B star Bobby Brown. After a controversial interview with Diane Sawyer in 2002, referred by many as the crack is whack interview, she virtually disappeared. For 7 years, Whitney has kept silent about it all. Now she's back with a powerful new album, I Look to You. I met up with Whitney at New York City's Town Hall Theater, a place close to her heart. And today, she's opening up like never before. So here we sit in the
Now, I remember like it was yesterday. This is this is 09, so I was in college then. This is like a few months after Michael died. Janet just did a tribute to Michael at VMAs. Kanye took the mic from Taylor Swift. There's a lot going on during this time. And then I remember this interview happens. I'm like, Jesus, a lot's going on. I do not remember the specifics of what Oprah asked, but I do remember this being a very solid interview for Whitney, because Whitney ain't gonna allow Oprah to just get off whatever she want to get off. So I ain't seen this probably since it dropped, since 2009. So this is a good 16 years since I've probably seen it. So let's go.
Town Hall Theater.
Yes.
Which I understand has great meaning for you, because when I first talked to my producers, I go, we're not going to Whitney's house. We're not sitting in her living room. We're not. And they said, no, Whitney wants to do it at this place because it holds special memories and value. Why?
Very dear one. My mother, I was 13. Mm-hmm. My mom had put a show together, mm-hmm. which included my brother and myself in her act, and we sang background for her. And my mother had recorded the version to Annie, the Broadway show, tomorrow, so tomorrow. And I had the spotlight where I come out, when I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely. And my mother was performing here at Town Hall. And I will never forget, I was at this side of the stage. I walked out to the front, and I began to sing, and the whole audience rushed to the stage. It was that moment that my mother said, God has smiled on you, and this is what you're supposed to do. And it was on this stage here that it all happened for me, that I just remember that feeling of being, wow, okay. And my mom said, see, I told you. She said, you're gonna be doing big things. I was this little, tiny frame girl with this big voice.
I look at these pictures of you. Every black girl in America, I say every colored girl, every black girl in America, we have those pictures where our braids are this and the bangs. We all have those pictures. It doesn't matter. Whitney Houston, myself, Condoleezza, we all have those. That's our picture.
You gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
Got to, yeah.
So then you become Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
So the very first time I had you on my show, however many years ago, I thought, you are the voice. You are the definitive, you are the voice. That was my name for you.
You called me, you were the first person that really called me that.
You are the voice.
Overwhelming title.
Yeah, the voice.
Yeah.
There was a time I read where you were actually thinking in this past 7 years, because you haven't done an album since 2002, that you were thinking of, I read, going to an island and having a fruit stand.
Yep.
I find that hard to believe.
Selling some fruit drinks to some people and going
nice, fresh, organic fruit.
Yes, little organic fruit. Me and my daughter, and living on a little island, a little beach, you know what I'm saying? Living the simple life. You got to understand, I had been all around the world, and you know?
Yeah.
And I had done it all at that point in time, what I thought.
Yeah.
However, I wasn't remembering the gift that God had given me.
Yeah.
I had totally kind of put all that aside, and my daughter was growing up before my eyes, And I just wanted to grab hold of that.
It's amazing how fast that happens.
Oh my God, it goes by so fast. And I wanted to watch her. I wanted to be the parent, because by that point in time, I was a single parent. And watch her go to school. And when she got home, be there. We get up in the morning and say, honey, it's time to get up. And when she come home, hi, you know, I wanted that moment. At that time in my life, I was going through so much trauma. I had been through, gone through. I thought that was enough for me. I had the money, I had the cars, had the house, had the husband, had the kid, and none of it really was really that fulfilling. I mean, you know, it was for a time I was happy, but I needed that joy. I needed my joy back. I needed that peace that passeth all understanding. I needed that moment, you know what I'm saying? That when I was 3 years old, that church thing, that my mother gave me that I was born into, I was looking for that.
Where the spirit hits and everybody has it?
Yes.
That
you know
whole
what I'm saying?
hallelujah moment, that thing.
And I had thought it had gone.
That thing that happens when we saw you in 1991 and you sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Exactly.
At the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
What's crazy is I don't remember thinking about Whitney a lot during this time. I remember her like 2000, 2001, the BET Awards, when she got the tribute, and she's, you know, all that craziness. Then the Michael Jackson tribute. Then was it 2002 is when she says Bobby Brown's the king of R&B. Then all the spoofs happened with the interview, and then she kind of just disappeared until the Being Bobby Brown sitcom. Then she disappears again. So much going on. Like, come on, Beyonce was at the top of the game. Rihanna was about to blow up. All these different Chris Brown, like all kinds of stuff was going on. I wasn't really thinking about Whitney. So when this interview happens again, I'm like, oh man, oh yeah. I wonder what happened with Whitney. And to hear her voice be so faint, I don't know if that because she's been rehearsing, she's been singing, or just her voice is gone. But it's just like, damn. It's just, But she does look full of life in her face, though. The fact that she did this in one take, if you haven't, definitely go watch my Whitney Houston documentary, watch along or Patreon. I think it probably by this time might be on YouTube. But definitely go watch that. The fact that she basically wanted to do an orchestra or something of that nature and never rehearsed it. She just did it in one take. And for those that are singers that know, you have to know what beats and where to go in order to sing certain things. And she just did it in one take. Like she heard the song, the instrumental, and say, okay, I'm good. I'm like, what? See, that's legendary stuff legendary stuff. I think I'm still contemplating whether her or Marvin Gaye's Star Spangled Banner was better. Like, part of me is like, it's got to go to Marvin because nobody's ever done a remix to it like he did. But then I'm like, Whitney, in terms of how she sang it, I think was better. So it's like, I don't know. Like I'm back and forth on it. I don't know. But yeah, like this is probably one of the greatest vocal performances ever in history of ever. It's just like, oh my God.
And everything I was supposed to do. And Clive said, no, it's not done yet. I said, Clive, I've pretty much done it. He said, no, there's some more to go.
Legendary music producer Clive Davis discovered Whitney when she was just 19. Together, they've created 8 multi-platinum albums. So tell me why you thought you'd pretty much done it, because there's a wonderful quote by the LA Times. They said, the pain and frankly disgust that so many pop fans felt during Houston's decline was caused not so much by her personal distress as by her seemingly careless treatment of the national treasure that happened to reside within her.
Wow.
The national treasure.
Heavy.
I understand what they're saying. You were not like any of the others. You really were given the voice.
Wow.
You were given that treasure, and that people felt, how could you not know that was to be treasured?
I knew in the days when I was a teenager singing for God, I was so sure of it. When I became Whitney Houston and all this other stuff happened, my life became the world's, my privacy, my business, who I was with, who I married, who I, and I was like, that's not fair.
I get that.
I wanted to go to the park. I wanted to walk down the street with my husband hand in hand without somebody looking at us and going, oh, like, or having the media always in my business. Or saying what we are and we weren't. Or saying what we were doing and we weren't. Or subjecting my daughter to the scrutiny that she was just born into. She didn't ask for that. So I just wanted to be normal. I wanted to have fun. I had no normal 20s. I had no normal 30s. My life was filled with making records and doing tours and traveling the world and going every place and
That's so interesting that you would say that, because for years I have thought that in many ways the Whitney Houston that we have seen has been a creation of the media. That obviously your voice and your talent is what it is, but the gowns, the hair, that first video, all of that stuff was a creation.
Yes.
You were really somebody else.
I like to wear jeans and t-shirts and sneakers.
Yeah.
On any normal given day, that's me, you know what I'm saying? I love to get dressed up and I love to do makeup and hair and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was my performance, that was my entertainment, I remember.
And so then when you're expected to be that all the time?
It was too much. It was just too much. Too much to try to live up to try to be, And I wanted out at some point.
You wanted out.
I did.
I'll say this: as much as I feel like there's too much access to celebrities right now, outside of a few that still have its mystique, I do like that for the most part. The veil is kind of gone, and your celebrities today just get to be them, and you can either accept them or not. With social media and the IGs and the Snapchats and the TikTok, like they get to just be them for the most part. For the most part, I do like that about this current era. Now the problem with that is because of that, there is no more mystique. Therefore, it doesn't feel like there is any more mega stars, which there isn't. So you kind of do the trade-off. Like, do you want your megastar who is hard to access, or you want the star who's easy accessible, like outside of a few, like Beyonce or Jay-Z or people like that. So, but like Whitney in the 80s, like that wasn't her. The talent was her, but like the way she was dolled up, it's like that's not her. That just isn't her. But you gotta play the game.
Was marrying Bobby a way to be out?
In a sense, because he allowed me to be me.
I always thought that.
He was fun, passionate, loving. We were crazy love.
I interviewed him on my show.
Yeah, I know.
And I only spent 1 hour with Bobby Brown. And in the 1 hour with Bobby Brown, I could see
feel that.
I could see that thing, that energy, and how alluring that could be. Yes.
We were,
depending on where you were in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was crazy love.
Crazy love. Crazy, passionate, just exciting. We could look at each other and just start going sweating, you know what I'm saying? It was mad, it was crazy.
And you with him, is that who you really were?
That was the passionate, there was that passion about me. That woman.
But there were so many people who felt, because the image had been painted, there you are in the gowns and the this and the red carpet.
Princess marries the bad boy.
I was going to say, you were, Disney's doing this big movie on their first black princess. You were the first black princess.
Is that right?
Yes. Okay. And so the princess marries the bad boy.
Yeah.
Was that strategic on your part? Was part of that by design?
Really wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. I was at a Soul Train Awards show. He came out on stage singing My Prerogative. He was fly. He could move, man. And
What
I
did he
was
say
like,
to you were you first interested in him or he interested in you?
He pursued me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say?
He was like, Bobby was more like, he was like, hey, check this out, let me ask you something, if I asked you to go out with me, would you say yeah? I said, yeah, I would. I certainly would. From that moment on, we clicked. We were friends. 3 years we went out before we got married. 3 years. We dated, just did it all over the world. We did what we wanted to do, kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? We did.
And the fact that everybody thought, what is the princess doing with this guy?
They don't have any idea about that sweet, gentle tenderness about him that nobody knew. He was a very quiet person. He wasn't, when that entertainer came out on stage, he did that thing. But at home, he was very much the father. He was very much the man. He was very much in control. I liked that.
You liked that?
I liked that. Because I was in control of all my stuff. And then here he comes along.
I can see that.
Yeah, and everybody was, was like, wow, she's got somebody now. Like, when he said something, I listened, I was like very interested in having someone have that control over me kind of thing, It was refreshing.
It was refreshing because in every other aspect of your life,
I was in control.
You were in control.
Everything, yeah.
So it was for you an opportunity to release control to someone else.
Yeah. And then we had fun. He was fun. He taught me how to dance, taught me to move my hips. you know.
Bobby Brown's such a fascinating, because he had all that talent. He had #1 records. He came from a successful group in New Edition. It's like, how come, like, what happened? Like, I haven't really delved into Bobby Brown's career in a long time. But, like, what happened? It seemed like by the early 90s, it kind of just went away. Like, he was that it guy. Everybody liked him. He was something new. The only person that was really competition to him was MC Hammer. But then it's like by the early 90s, he just went away. It's like, how did that happen? I'm like very curious, low key. Like, I remember watching the BET Bobby Brown story, which included Whitney, which we never gotta do a watch along of that. But I'm just like, damn, what happened? Like, he has so much talent. Like, imagine if he was able to keep his, I guess, stardom, I guess you could say. Not stardom, but like keep his, I don't know if it's status, but continue to keep his, to flourish and grow and continue to do more, high profile records and things of that nature. Like, you talk about a power couple that people didn't want, Hollywood would not want to, would not want that. Like,
all I can describe it as is passion.
Well, one of the things that I recall in an interview that you did with Diane Sawyer in 2002, the world was shocked when she asked you about addiction, and you said if there was an addiction, it was an addiction to making love.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did a lot of that.
A lot of that.
Lots.
Yeah. We'll be right back with more of my revealing interview with Whitney Houston. Was he jealous of you?
yeah, this was a season premiere.
Oprah's exclusive interview with Whitney Houston continues.
When did it start to go wrong? Can there be too much passion? Can there be too much? Yeah.
Yeah, it can clash. After The Bodyguard,
After? Well, that was early.
93, 94, 95 was filled with Bodyguard years.
Yes, yeah.
That record, that album lasted me, it went for a long
time,
way,
yeah.
okay?
And yes, of
Exactly,
course, yes.
you know?
Which, by the way, shout out to Dolly Parton. There was like a rumor that something happened to her, but definitely shout out to her. But yeah, that Bodyguard, like, people, because it was a soundtrack, people I don't think credit for that being a Whitney album. The Bodyguard is a Whitney album, which is one of the greatest selling, is the greatest selling soundtrack of all time. Like, come on, stop playing. I Run to You, like, stop it.
I was on a whirlwind by that point in time. I was going everywhere. That record was so huge. So I had my baby.
Biggest ever.
Oh, God. I had my baby in one hand, and I had the...
Is I Will Always Love You by Whitney the biggest song? Like, okay. Aside, let's put Michael Jackson aside for a second, because I don't... If you put Michael Jackson aside, is that song like the biggest song ever? Like, Be low key. That's an interesting question.
And my life I loved so very much, and I was crazy with me. And he had just put everything aside of his own and just said, I'll go with you, don't worry about it. We'll do this thing. I think somewhere inside, something happens to a man when a woman has that much control or has that much fame.
Yeah. If he doesn't have his own.
Doesn't have his own.
Has to have his own.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. He has to have his own.
Yeah.
So during those years, because that was going to be my next question to you, I don't know how you live in a world where you are Bobby Brown and really you're in the shadow.
Yeah.
You're in the shadow.
Yeah. He supported me. He loved me. We fought hard. We loved hard. And I think at some point in time, other things began to take place.
Was he jealous of you?
He's not going to like this, but yes.
And then did you...
It reminds me of that moment on Oprah with Michael was like, did Joe Jackson ever beat you? He's like, I'm sorry, Joseph. You could tell when he was like, I don't want to, because she knows in her mind the hatred that's going to come towards Bobby if she says that. She's like, I gotta be real, like, I gotta be that Newark, New Jersey, But I'm trying to look up, did he do any albums? 'Cause I know he did a New Edition reunion in like 95. So maybe she did answer my question that he kind of just stepped aside and allowed Whitney to have her career. So he does Bobby in 1992. Which, what was that? Any hits on that? Humping Around. So he does Bobby 92. Then it does New Edition, I think in like 95. So maybe he sacrificed his own career. Maybe he did sacrifice his career for Whitney. That is possible.
Try to overcompensate?
I tried to play down all the time.
Yeah.
I did. I tried to play I'm Mrs. Brown, everybody.
Yeah.
Don't
Or he was also in and out of jail.
Miss Houston, I'm Mrs. Brown.
And when you think about that right now, when you just even hearing you say that, like the little hairs right here, all my little so-called baby hairs, just because you're Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
With a voice that's a national treasure, like nobody else living at this time, and you're trying to pull yourself down.
Yeah. And you had a lot of people antagonizing and trying to pull at us one way to another, you know, pull at me, pull at him, you know.
Did you start to lose yourself in that? Because you're now trying to...
Trying to please.
Yeah, trying to please.
Yeah.
And trying to not be so big.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure did. Yeah.
And that's where it started to go wrong.
Yeah.
Because you started to dim your own light.
Yep. Sure did.
Do you still worry about pleasing him?
No.
You don't?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No. Those are things I could say.
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah. I'm sure there are a few
Trust me.
things. Yeah.
There's some things I really could say
Yeah.
that he would really be mad about.
Yeah.
But Yeah, he never liked the fact that people would say, "You're jealous of her. You're just jealous of her fame and her fortune and what she has and everything," and he would get pissed off. But it's not abnormal for a man to feel that way, or to feel, you know, that he was lacking.
You're Whitney Houston.
Yeah, not only was the fame, but it was fortune also.
Is that why you agreed to do Being Bobby Brown?
Yes, I did. I did. I just wanted people to know that I was his wife.
The 2005 reality show Being Bobby Brown ran for one season. It was a never-before-seen look inside Bobby and Whitney's life.
Did you realize what you were getting yourself into when you signed up for that?
Did not.
Did not?
No.
No.
But I know I signed up prenuptial, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that I knew what I was doing there.
Yeah.
But however,
Whitney
no.
would be touching your knees, so like she give like church mother vibes, like yo Whitney, yeah, that definitely. What's funny is I really feel like who was a Bravo, I really feel like they only signed up to do the Bobby Brown stuff, even though Bobby Brown's a character. They're like, we know we're going to get Whitney on here, and Whitney don't do interviews like that no more. So after Diane Sawyer, so it's like I really feel like they used Bobby to get Whitney. I really feel like that. So like, damn, that's crazy. Even though they're entertaining as hell, like you really could. They're so entertaining. Bobby and Whitney are just so freaking entertaining. Like I wish there was a way they could do that show. And it could have went on for years, but they'd be happy at the same time, which I don't think is possible.
I didn't know. I was in love. I was crazy in love. It didn't matter to me.
Did he come to you and say, I'm going to be doing this show and they're going to be putting cameras in our house?
Oh, no, I didn't know. I really didn't know, because to me it was just like, okay, I'm your wife. What do you want me to do?
Did you all watch the show?
Sure.
Yeah. And what did you think?
I didn't know quite what to think. I knew I was trying to be Miss Bobby Brown. That's what I was trying to do, without overshadowing the whole situation, which was difficult.
So you did that for him?
Yeah, I did. I did it for him. I did it with him. How could you not do a reality show and I'm your wife and not have me in it?
But there were many critics of it, and I think one of them called it a train wreck. Well, was like watching a train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's madness.
Do you think it highlighted sort of the dysfunction?
I think because really back, I can't even say that. Because you have real world, probably at a celebrity level, we've never seen celebrities that vulnerable and that authentic and just really just real. And they show moments in that show that you don't see from celebrities for real. So for it to be, it's a train wreck, not really a train wreck, especially today. What like it's like it'll make like Love and Hip Hop and all these different things today. It's like they can't compare. Like we had Jackass. Jackass was out. I know that's not a reality TV show, but it's close. I mean, we like it was the late 90s, early 2000s. A lot was going on. Celebrity Deathmatch, like, come on. Bobby and Whitney, that was just normal to us. Like, at least us growing up, that was normal to us. It was shocking to see Whitney kind of that crazy. We thought Bobby was a crazy one. But then after a while, I was like, okay, she crazy too, cool. Because we all got crazy family members. It was like, So I think probably the aesthetic of it is like, she's still the queen, acting like this is kind of like, And you still got all the rumors around her and the drug use and all that. Probably that's where it didn't go well. And plus, Bobby Brown in and out of jail. So, and you had the parodies, like I said before, you have the parodies of people probably making fun of it, of all the comedy TV shows, probably SNL, Mad TV, if that was still out. So I can see that. I don't know. I just feel like that was normal, especially if we speed up to today. But being Bobby Brown was normal to me. But I can see from their vantage point it not being so entertaining or great.
In between you and the dysfunction in the family?
I do.
Yeah?
I sure do. Yeah.
A lot of people I think after seeing you on that show, started to really worry about you and what was really going on with you. What was going on with you at that time?
There were a few things.
Were you happy?
No.
Were you happy with him? Were you happy with the relationship?
I wasn't happy with the marriage.
You weren't happy with the marriage. Were you happy with yourself?
I was losing me into that.
Into the marriage?
Yeah, by trying to be pleasing.
Were you also trying to, because the world had said it wouldn't last 6 minutes, were you also trying to prove the world wrong?
I was determined, determined to prove them wrong. So determined. And after a while, you start to lose what the real concept is of the love, and you want to make a statement, you know?
Wow.
And, yeah. And I was trying to make a statement. Like, you guys aren't going to win. You're just not going to do that. We got married. We were in love. We were crazy for each other. We wanted to have a family. And I'm just not going to let you do that to us. I'm just not. And so was he. He was determined. We fought for that. But then somehow it got really kind of messy and got lost and up in there, you know? And then we started doing other things that entered into the marriage that you just can't come out straight when you got a lot of outside stuff going on.
When we come back, shocking revelations about Whitney's drug use.
When did the drugs start?
I can't preach enough how groundbreaking this interview was during this time. Again, Whitney has not really talked in years. And Whitney, no matter what was going on, no matter what was in the press, we still view Whitney, a lot of us view Whitney as the voice, like Oprah said. So to hear her for the first time in years sit down, unfiltered, I don't feel like Whitney is trying to be restrained on some things, but for the most part, being unfiltered. Again, throughout the years, she's being seen as a cokehead and all the different things. So it was just nice to see her. And again, she's like she had fullness in her face, and just to see what happened. What happened, Whitney? Again, she took over the 80s and the 90s. Like, what happened? So I just can't get over how crazy this interview is when I'm thinking back to where the world was during this time.
View with Whitney Houston continues.
When did the drugs start?
Oh, right into it. Okay.
All right. Before The Bodyguard, it was very light. After The Bodyguard, I had Chrissy. It started getting heavy.
Very light with what? What was your drug of choice?
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah, marijuana. That's it. But he liked to drink. I wasn't a drinker. The alcoholism, that's an ugly thing. Either you're going to be a really nice alcoholic or you're a really mean one. Well, he was really mean.
So his personality would become altered when he drank?
Like, dramatically.
Was he violent?
He was afraid to do things with me, like afraid to, because my family was very, very like, okay, boy, remember, I done told you once, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, he would walk kind of away from it, but me, I would become a little girl. I would become this little girl like who wouldn't say anything.
So when I say violent, and it's so interesting because every time, you know, there are so many women who hold on to, well, he didn't really beat me. And so they think because he didn't physically beat you or leave scars on you.
No, emotionally, he was abusive.
He was abusive, yeah.
Physically, no way.
No way.
Oh, no way. No. Because, first of all, I was raised with 2 boys, and I would fight you back. I would fight you back with anything I could find. You know what I'm saying? And I had 2 brothers. I had family members who were like, brother, don't do it because they won't be able to find you. That kind of thing.
Yeah. So he never touched you?
No.
Never laid a hand on you?
He slapped me once.
Yeah.
You know, but he got hit over the head 3 times.
Yeah.
By
you?
By me, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, okay, you're going too far.
So that was the barrier that you held. That
Right.
Once you touched me.
But emotionally?
Yeah, emotionally.
As he spoke, his words, horrifying.
What's the worst thing he ever said to you that you can share?
I just remember this moment. It was his birthday, and I gave him a party at a club in Atlanta, Buckhead, and he really drank a lot that night. He drank a lot. And for some reason, everything that I did, I tried to do to make him happy, it would turn on me kind of thing. It was like, I don't know, it was weird. And I didn't like, today I understand it because it says the very people that the alcoholics they love, they try to abuse, you know what I'm saying? So when we got back to the house, he's gonna hate that I said, but he spit on me. He spit on me. He actually spit on me. And my daughter was coming down the stairs and she saw it. And that was pretty intense because I didn't grow up with that. And I didn't understand why that occurred. But he had such a hate in his eyes for me because I loved him so much. He cursed me all the way home in front of his parents. And then he spit on me.
How did you feel?
I was horrified. He spit on me in my face.
Was that a turning point for you, or did you wake up the next morning and push that down or place that someplace in your psyche?
I was angry. I was very hurt, very angry, and I knew something was gonna blow. I called a friend. I said, "Come get me now," because it's at its turning point now. And I was almost 2 feet out the door at that point in time. I was ready to go, and I asked her to come get me, and he pushed me against the wall, like, "Yeah, come get her." Like I was on the phone, and I went back and I took the phone, and I hit him over the head with it, and he just fell out on the floor, like, and all this. It was just drama, and drama. My daughter came down the stairs. She saw, "Daddy,"
Blood?
Yeah. "Mom, what did you?" I said, "I told him not to do it. I kept saying, I told him not to do this. I told him not to do this." It was just one of those moments. It was just hateful, ugly.
Damn, man, I really feel for Bobby Christina, man. It's like, damn, man. Like, thank God I never had to see nothing nowhere close to that. Man, like, Bobby Christina just, damn, man, I feel really bad for her. But also bad, man, just the whole situation, just, man, that's crazy.
Be right back with more of our season premiere with Whitney Houston.
When did you know that marriage was not going to work? So we were talking about how light drugs before the Bodyguard and then after Bodyguard.
Oh, got heavy.
Got heavy.
Heavy. And after that, because I knew then we were trying to hide pain.
You were trying to hide pain.
I was trying to hide the pain. Yeah, I was trying to hide the pain.
Because the Bodyguard, which to the world was this, one of the biggest moments ever in the history of, CDs, albums, and catapulted you to a level of stardom.
Right. And remember, I did Waiting to Exhale after that.
Right.
And that album
and then
was
Preacher's
huge.
Wife after that.
And Preacher's Wife. By the Preacher's Wife, it was an everyday thing. I would do my work, but it was like after I did the work, like for a whole year or two, it was every day.
Drugs?
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And you were using drugs to hide the pain.
Yeah, I wasn't happy by that point in time. I was losing myself. My mom came and got me twice, and she would talk to me. It was like, okay, we don't know what's going on, but something's going on.
Were you in denial about it?
Not really. I just wouldn't talk. I knew the unhappiness, but I didn't want anybody else to know what was going on that was inside our home.
When did you know that marriage was not going to work?
I just knew, I was like, you don't smell right, you don't look right, something's going on. And then all this other stuff started coming out about him being with this one or that one or being too promiscuous.
Did that hurt you?
Dragging dirt into my home.
Did that hurt you? Were you offended by it?
It disturbed me.
It disturbed you?
I was disturbed.
Did you believe it?
Yeah. Because I checked. I checked. I didn't look for it, but I checked.
You checked. So the fact that he would be out with other women and would bring that into your
Yeah, with
home.
my credit card, absolutely.
Yeah.
I had a problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Ooh, I don't remember this. Boy, I know they put Bobby Brown on a steak out of this. I'm watching this now. I'm like, God dang, Bobby Brown. Yeah. Did that to Whitney? Ooh wee. Boy, I know specifically the black community had Bobby Brown ready to be on a cross. Like, ooh-wee. Lord have mercy, man.
So you knew it was over, but you were still defending against it.
Yeah, but I started moving furniture out the house. I was, little by little, starting to take pieces of myself out of the home. And I even asked him to leave. And he said, no, you leave. I said, it's my house.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say me leave?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, you leave. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. And you're not going anywhere either. I said, well, I'm afraid it's at that point. Then he slapped me, but he was on probation for traffic violations. And he'd forgotten. And
Forgotten that you can't slap somebody.
Yeah, you can't slap somebody on your probation. Okay, that means you're in violation then. Okay, so it went to domestic violence court, and I just could not see me putting him in jail.
So were you always appearing and making those court appearances because you felt you had to stand by your man?
I'm his wife.
You know what I get now that I didn't get then as just a observer in the world, and you're seeing another court appearance by Bobby Brown and another court appearance, and now it's drunk driving, now it's one thing after another. I was like, why are you putting up with that? But what I now get is that you took those vows seriously.
Very. Oprah, to my heart.
Yeah, that's what I now get.
To my heart.
That you were trying to be the good wife.
God put together, let no man put asunder.
Yeah, I get
and
that.
A man shall cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. I took those very seriously. Very seriously. Holy matrimony was a very serious thing for me. Because that's how I was raised.
But you were determined that you were going to...
I was going to keep my vow.
Going to keep your vows.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to keep your vows.
I never cheated. I never did none of that stuff. The only thing I did cheat with was when it was just like, I just did the drugs.
In 2003, Bobby Brown was arrested for allegedly striking Whitney Houston. He was not convicted and has publicly denied ever hitting her.
And so you thought that your life as Whitney Houston, as we know her, was done. Tell me, how bad did it get with the drugs?
It's only 30 minutes. Good Lord. Man, this is a lot.
When you don't speak, and you're living in the same home, and you're sitting right next to that person, and you're not saying a word for a week, and you're just sitting there, and you just watch TV, and you go,
That's that gift. That's where that gift came from.
oh, yeah,
That's where that gift came from.
bad.
I can't imagine.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was like,
Because what, are you just watching TV?
You're just,
and doing coke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Are you smoking
weed, smoking, yeah. No, we were lacing our marijuana with base.
With base.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't, we didn't want no crack. We didn't want no crack stuff. We weren't buying like $20 jumbles.
Yeah.
We were paying money.
Yeah.
We were buying like an ounce and ounces. We would have our shit.
Yeah.
For like.
But you were freebasing cocaine.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
our weed.
And weed. And
Yeah, we
mixing
weren't doing
with
a glass. We weren't doing like pipe smoking.
Yeah.
We didn't get that far. No.
You did not?
No. Oh no.
So what are you smoking with? How do you?
You put it in your marijuana. Oprah. Okay.
Okay.
Go with me.
Okay. Go. I'm going with you.
You put in your marijuana, you lace it, you roll it up, and you smoke it, and your weed. It's just another form. It's like, almost like heroin and cocaine speedballing, but you level it off with the marijuana. Okay.
So your drug of choice was weed combined with.
Come on. Oprah, now you know, goddamn well, as long as you've been in this industry, act like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. See, this is where the Newark came out. You gotta run that back, cause I think we all universally had that. Like Oprah, now come on, Oprah, now, no, now Winfrey, now you like run that back real quick. That's just hilarious to me. Hold on.
With bass.
With bass.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. We didn't want to crack. We didn't want crack stuff. We weren't buying like $20 jumbos.
Yeah.
We were paying money.
Yeah.
We were buying like an ounce and ounces. We would have our shit.
Yeah.
You know, for like.
But you were freebasing cocaine.
Basically.
Yeah.
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 And our weed.
And weed. And
Yeah, we
mixing
weren't doing
with
a glass. We weren't doing like pipe smoking.
Yeah.
We didn't get that far. No.
weed. You did not.
No. Oh no.
So what are you smoking with? How do you? what are you?
You put it in your marijuana. Oprah. Okay.
Okay.
Go with me here.
Okay. Go. I'm going with you.
You put it in your marijuana, you lace it, you roll it up, and you smoke it, and your weed. It's just another form. It's like, almost like heroin and cocaine speedballing, but you level it off with the marijuana.
Okay.
Okay?
So your drug of choice was weed combined with cocaine.
Rock cocaine.
With rock cocaine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the weed would sort of calm down the
Yeah.
level off
Level
the
off.
cocaine. Yeah.
Only you had to have alcohol too, which is what I didn't do. I didn't drink. He drank.
And you would do what, volumes of that?
Oh my God. I can't. Somebody out there had made a lot of money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so during that time, obviously, when you're in the middle of taking the drug, you're not thinking about the voice. You're just thinking about.
I had totally forgotten about that life. That was like.
That was another life.
Yeah, I had so much money by that point in time. It was like. But I've been thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about any of that. Remember now, we were flying all over the country in jets.
Right.
Going to Paris for a day or two, renting yachts, going cruising the Mediterranean.
Did the drugs give you any sense of relief?
At times. Don't forget, there were some times we'd laugh our tails off. We'd have a ball. I mean, you know, sometimes you do have a good time. But when it gets to the point where you're sitting in your home and you're just trying to cover what you don't want people to know, you know what I'm saying? It's painful. And then you want more, just so that you don't let anybody see you cry. Or let anybody see that, you know, we're unhappy. It's not working. Something's wrong. What are you doing? What's happening? Why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? Why aren't we talking? Why are we just looking at each other and just watching the TV?
And so you thought that your life as Whitney Houston, as we know her, was done.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I had so much money and so much access to what I wanted, and everybody was giving me, what do you want? What do you need? You know? And I didn't think about the singing part anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't miss it?
Nope. My life went. So all my 20s were gone. I got married at 28. I had my daughter at 30. All them years were gone, and I was looking for my young womanhood.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
What's so fascinating is that the world sees that period in your life as Bodyguard, as this, you know, catapulting you into a level of stardom that most people can only dream about. And there was a dark side to that, because even in that time where you're shining so brightly, so vividly that it's burning our eyes to see you, you're trying to dim that light in your own home so that you can exist in peace there. Yeah. I get that.
I mean, I'm a girl raised in New Jersey. We had normal kind of living, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing prepared you for this.
My life, because Dion was a star.
Yeah.
My mom was very famous. You know, I grew up around it, but I just never thought that it could get any bigger. I didn't know about the largeness of being what they call icon kind of thing. Yeah. That wasn't in my, I didn't even know what icon meant at the time I became one.
So that takes its toll, because you've now done everything, received every award.
I thought.
Yeah.
I've done it. I mean, what else is there? Can I just live my life? Can I just do this thing here?
Were you weak to him, or were you weak to the drugs? Because the world's perception is that you were weak to the drugs.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought we was over this conversation. We still doing this? Like, well, I understand like the reason for the interview is the drama surrounding the divorce and the marriage and all that. So we're going to probably get another hour of this. I'm like, okay, all right, Oprah, I think we nailed it. I think we got everything we needed out of it. Nope. So that's crazy to really think. See, that's why money can't buy happiness. It just can't. Fame can't buy happiness. You have to have inner peace that surpasses all understanding. How many freaking stories do we have to see for people to realize money do not buy happiness, man? The fact that she was at the height that I don't think only a few people ever reached after The Bodyguard, and she was like the exact opposite, it's crazy to me. It's like, damn, like that's great. That's damn. And the fact that she lived as long as she did is like watching this. I'm like, damn, how the hell did she live to damn near 50? Like she was 48. How did she make it past 35? Like every day. It's like we lucky we had her as long as we did. Low key.
So when did you said you realized that the marriage was going to be over. Did you then make a decision that I'm going to get myself out?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I remember saying to God one day, I said, if you give me one day of strength, because I was weak. I was so weak to him. I was so weak to the love, and I was so weak to like, is this love? What is this? Is it, what am I into?
Were you weak to him or were you weak to the drugs? Because the world's perception is that you were weak to the drugs.
He was my drug.
I get it. Mm-hmm.
He was my drug. I didn't do anything without him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wasn't getting high by myself. It was me and him together. Mm-hmm. And then it was that we were partners. Mm-hmm. And that's what my high was, him. He and I being together, and whatever we did it together. No matter what, we did it together.
Because you were his wife.
Yes, yeah. And he was my husband. I'm gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this work, and that's the way it was.
Were there days where you were drugged and didn't know what was going on? Because remember, there was a time, I can't remember what year it was, that your sister-in-law, I think it was your sister-in-law who sold, are you aware of this? Yeah. Sold pictures of your bathroom to the tabloids.
I wasn't there then.
And she had said that there were days that you would lock yourself in a room and you would stay there and you would, not speak to people for days. Is any of that true? Mm-hmm. Would you just sit in your room and do drugs?
Yeah, talk on the phone.
Watch TV?
Watch TV. Mm-hmm. Listen to gospel. Mm-hmm. I would still read my Bible, and amazingly enough, I would still read my Bible. I still had it in me. I knew God was there. I knew a light was there, and I was just trying to get back to it. I just kept trying to get back to that spirituality.
Because you knew you were lost.
Oh yeah.
Did you think something was going to happen in those drug-crazed, drug-filled days where you're sitting for hours and days?
There was times where, he would smash things, break things in the home. Glass. Mm-hmm. We had a big, giant portrait of me and him and my child. He cut my head off the picture. Stuff like that. And I thought, this is really strange. So I figured, cutting my head off the picture, that was a little much for me. Okay, that was like, okay. That was one sign, and then there were other. And then there were other things like he started to paint in our room, my bedroom. Eyes, evil eyes that were looking at every point of the room.
He started to paint on the walls?
Yeah, the rugs, the walls, the closet doors. If I opened the doors, there would be like one picture, and then I closed them, and there'd be another picture, and it would be just these eyes and faces and. It was really strange.
That he had painted.
That he had spray painted. Excuse me. Yeah. He started to become an artiste at the time, And that was.
What are you doing with all of that?
I'm looking at it and going, Lord, what's really going on here? Mm-hmm. Because I was getting scared. Because I felt something was going to blow. Something was going to give.
My conversation with Whitney Houston continues next.
Your mama came to your house with the sheriffs?
Yo, I forgot about these Oprah transitions, dog.
Tomorrow, the Whitney Houston interview continues.
Does that mean you're drug-free? Where was Bobby Christina in all of that craziness?
With a special in-studio appearance.
Did Bobby know you were doing that interview?
Her daughter, Bobby Christina. Then, the surprise show-stopping performance.
Whitney Houston!
The two-day...
Had you gone to rehab?
Yes, I did.
So I wonder why she didn't ask, because I don't know if we ever find out. Like, who the one I took the picture in and made it and publicized it, it was a sister-in-law or something like that. Because I'm like, bro, who? Okay, it was Bobby Brown's sister that took the photo. Why would you publicize that? Like, what were you thinking about? And she sold it, reportedly paid. She reportedly gave it to the National Enquirer or something like that. That's kind of wild. So Tina Brown is the person who took the infamous photo. And Brown sold it to the National Enquirer, who owns the rights to the image. She took the picture during a drug bin. Like, how? See, this is why it's like, bro, you can't trust nobody. Like, Bobby Brown's sister took a picture of Whitney's bathroom and sold it, like, to the National Enquirer. Like, see, I want to know stuff like that. We can stay on Bobby Brown all day, but stuff like that, I'm like, man, like, what were you thinking? Like, did you want to? I can't say that. Like, did you want to, square up with old girl? Like, why would you do that? Like, what were you thinking about? Like, why would you do something like that? Like, I forgot all about that picture. I keep forgetting about that. Shout out to, not shout out, Pusha T Daytona, like one of the most iconic hip hop albums of the past decade with that picture. But like, what was you thinking about? Like, why would you do that? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
How long were you in rehab?
I did my stint. Mm-hmm. You did your 30 days. I went to one where I could take my child with me. Mm-hmm. Everywhere, I just had to have her. She was with me. I wanted her to understand. I didn't lie to her.
Really?
I couldn't.
You explained to her about the drugs?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What did you say? How do you tell your child?
I kind of associated with our lifestyle and what could happen. Mm-hmm.
And so you took her to a rehab center with you?
With me. It was called Hope for Women in Atlanta, where you could take your child with you. And I kept her with me. I did that. And then my mother, one day, after that, I got out of that program and it continued. It didn't stop. The drugs didn't stop. So one day my mother came to my house. It was kind of funny, but like now I look at it, I see the love and the passion that my mother has for me, and she has for me. And she walks in with these sheriffs, and she says, I have a court junction here. You're either going to do it my way, or we're just not going to do this at all. She said, we're both going to go on TV, and you're going to retire.
Wow.
And say you're going to give this up because she said, this is not worth it.
Your mama came to your house with the sheriffs?
And said, it's not worth it. And she said, if you move, Bobby, they're going to take you down. Don't you make one move. And he stood there like, he was scared. And she said, let's go. She said, let's do this. She said, I'm not losing you to the world. I'm not losing you to Satan. She said, I'm not doing this. I want my daughter back. I want you back. I want to see that glow in your eyes, that light in your eyes. I want to see the child I raised. And you weren't raised like this. And I'm not having it. So you make a choice and you make it here today. She said, because I have a court junction that says you have to go. I said, Mama, but do we? She said, my way or no way. She said, that's my granddaughter. And you're going to do it the right way, girl.
Was your mother saying you have to go to rehab, or was your mother saying you have to get out of this marriage?
You have to go to rehab and make a decision.
Make a decision.
With a clear mind.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way of doing it. Well, that made you watch 2 days? Oh, yeah, I remember that. It made us do a 2-day joint. Oh, yeah, yo, Oprah, yo.
Today, the Whitney Houston interview continues.
Does that mean you're drug-free? Where was Bobby Christina in all of that craziness?
With a special in-studio appearance.
Did Bobby know you were doing that interview?
Her daughter, Bobby Christina, and
an entire studio audience of die-hard Whitney fans are about to lose their minds.
The surprise show-stopping performance. Day 2 of Oprah's season premiere event.
Yesterday, the legendary Whitney Houston
broke her 7-year silence in one of the most powerful interviews I've ever done. If you missed it, I sure hope you have it on TiVo. Here are some highlights. Was he jealous of you?
He's not gonna like this, but yes.
What's the worst thing he ever said to you that you can share?
He's gonna hate I said, but he spit on me. He spit on me. He actually spit on me.
Your drug of choice was weed combined with cocaine.
Rock cocaine.
Your mama came to your house with the sheriffs?
Came and said, I want my daughter back.
Was your mother saying you have to go to rehab, or was your mother saying you have to get out of this marriage?
You have to go to rehab and make a decision.
The story didn't end there. Watch as Whitney talks about the day she walked out of her 14-year marriage to R&B singer Bobby Brown.
I just knew I had to get to a point where I had to make a choice. And I just remember praying, if you give me one day of strength, I will go out that door and I will not look back. And that one day came, and I left. I remember I said, I'm going out for some sugar and some milk, and I'll be back.
Did you know that that was the day?
I knew it.
You knew it?
I never came back.
Wow.
I never came back, and I went to L.A. But next time he heard, I was in Los Angeles. I left.
And you knew when you went out for the sugar that you weren't coming back?
I wasn't coming back.
Wow.
Because everything started going up. The furniture started leaving. I started selling the house. I put the house in the market, cars, everything. I just got rid of everything.
After or before that?
After I left, and I was at a friend's house, he would not come and bother me if I was at a certain person's house, a friend of mine. He would not come there. Because she was like, if you come over here, I'm just going to shoot you. Like, if you come over here, just don't bother her, leave her alone. She's got to make some choices in her life.
Wow. Where was Bobby Christina in all of that craziness?
I got her out the house earlier than I had left. I placed her with my brother, Gary, and my sister-in-law, Pat, who lived 5 minutes down the street from me, because it was getting to be a little much, and they took care of her for their, 5th and 6th grade while she went to school. While I just, tried to get it all together and say, what was I going to do? Where was I going to go? How was I going to do this? How was I going to get out of this? And once I made some moves, I took her with me to California, and we lived there for a year and a half. Yeah.
So were you separated from Bobby Brown for a time when we didn't even know it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had left. Yeah, but nobody really knew.
Nobody really knew?
No.
Do you feel that she, even doing that, taking her out of the house, that she saw too much, she heard too much, experienced too much? It was
she
enough.
saw enough. The spitting in the face was enough. And she said, Mom, did he spit in your face? And I looked in her eyes, and she looked in mine, and I said, yes. But it's all right. She said, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not, Mommy. It's not all right. I said, if you can do me a favor, just do this for Mommy. I'm going to put my trust in God. You put your trust in me. You may not understand it now, but just trust me. I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go. I will hold on to you with my dear life. Just trust me, and we will get up out of this, and we'll be happier for it. And then, as you get older, I'll tell you little by little as to why things are happening and why Mommy has to go. But we got to California, and she was very angry, did not understand. She fought me. But I kept coming back with love. I kept holding her in my arms. I kept knocking on that door, and I kept getting on my knees. I kept praying, telling her I loved her. And then I waited for him. I did. I waited for him to come back to say all the stuff that he was doing. And he was doing a lot of ugly things outside of the marriage. I just kept thinking, he's dragging this into my home with my daughter. I can't have this. I can't let her think that this is love or this is the way that it should be.
This is after you'd moved to California?
Yes. Yes.
You were still, even after moving to California, hoping that you could get back together?
Yeah, I waited.
So about what year was this?
2006. 2006. I just got in a plane. I had 2 pairs of pants, some sneakers, a couple pair of underwear, put in my little doggy bag. A friend of mine got on a plane with me.
This is when you prayed for strength to get out?
Yeah. And one day I was lying on the floor in my friend's apartment trying to decide really what I was really going to do. And I ended up...
Was part of the decision what you wanted versus what the public perceived?
At that point, I didn't care.
You were no longer trying to fight for the image of the public?
Because I wasn't going to be in an unholy matrimony. I wasn't going to be living with a man who decided that he didn't want to live the same way I did or thought about marriage or me the same way. Being loyal, being dedicated, being true, being faithful, all those things. I wasn't going to live with someone like that. I wasn't. And he was doing all the opposite. And I wanted to stop at that point. I mean, the drugs, the whole thing. I wanted it all to just stop. And it just wanted to continue. You know, by that time, the enemy just wanted to set itself in and just take over. And I wanted it out. And I was praying hard. I was praying very hard. And my mother, being the warrior that she is, she stepped in and said, let it go. Let it go. Just let it go.
What had she been saying all this time? Did she realize how tumultuous this relationship was? Or were you putting up the facade with her too?
I can't play her.
Okay.
I can't play her.
No, you can't play Sissy Houston.
No, you can't play Sissy. Sissy comes in and she goes, I don't care what you say. I know my child. I'm looking in your eyes. And I know you're not happy. And if you don't get out of this, something is going to happen. She said, I'm not giving you up.
When we come back...
Was there ever a time where you thought you wouldn't come out of it?
And later, a really big surprise. Whitney Houston!
Oprah's interview with Whitney Houston continues.
Was there ever a time where you thought you wouldn't come out of it? That you thought that, all right, so this is where the way it's going to be. I'm going to be in this room, smoking my weed, laced with cocaine, watching TV. What are you doing? Not talking for weeks.
My husband's painting pictures.
While your husband's painting evil eyes.
Right.
Yeah. Was there a time where you thought this is just the way it's going to be?
You know what? It was, for some reason, Oprah, I never got to that point. Something always had a fight in me.
You knew there was more.
I always had a fight in me.
What finally made you decide, I'm out of this marriage? You've gone to California. You waited.
I waited. I went to California. I got me a little home there in Laguna. Some friends of mine got a plane for me, flew me out there in a private jet. I got with a counselor, a friend who just helps people who have gone through, things by giving them their lives to the business and not realizing they got lost in it somewhere. And after a couple of months, he would say he was coming, he never came, And my only concern was my daughter and her perception of her father. And me trying to tell her the truth about that was very difficult. Because she was just a kid, 13 growing into be a young woman. And so I gave her bits and pieces, but that internet, then that computer man tells you, lets you know, and she was like, Mom, this is Dad? And I was like, yeah, okay. And she saw him with the
other women.
Thank you. Just crazy things, And she said, no. She said, no, divorce him.
Your daughter said?
Just let him go. She said, Mom, I see how you are. She said, you stay here with me, you love me, you take me to school, you do things with me, you don't disappoint me, you don't lie to me. You're there for me. And he comes and tells me he's coming, and he never comes. He tells me he's going to give me things, he never brings them. She says, you don't deserve that, neither do I. She was far more intelligent than I could ever imagine. It was like,
if your daughter hadn't said that, do you think you would have stayed? You would have still been struggling with it?
No.
Or was that a turning moment for you?
Yeah, my spirit wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
The spirit of God is stronger than any spirit that you could ever have. And at some point, it helps you to make a decision. I had my sister-in-law who was praying for me.
Pat Houston.
Yes, Pat Houston, absolutely.
Pat.
My brothers were there for me. You know, my family, I had members that stuck by me.
So through all of this, those people
stuck by me. Yep. Yeah. And then there was Clive, who said, I don't believe it's over. He said, no way. He said, God doesn't give you gifts like that and say it's over. He said, can't end like this, can't go like this. He said, plus I still got somewhere left in me. I thought, wow. He said, I'm going to give you a year and you make a decision. He said, but the world's waiting. They want to hear you again. And then I would go like to the grocery store and people say, when you coming out with another record? I want to hear your song. I want to hear you sing again. It was like I felt the warmth of the people, warmth of mothers, saying, now that's who I used to listen to when I was growing up, you know, kind of thing.
Who do you love?
The Lord. I do. I am so humbled and so thankful by His grace, His goodness, and for never giving up on me. I love my mother, my daughter, my relatives, my sisters, my brothers. I love you. Because I knew somewhere in the background you were there praying too.
I was.
I know. I know.
I was.
And as horrible as they tried to make it to be, it was just life's experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had never been through anything as heavy. I had a good childhood. I had a good mom, had a great dad. My father passed away, and I loved him so dearly. And that put a real dent in everything, because that's when things really started getting that's really when it started getting really crazy. And my husband really started acting up. I guess he figured, you know, he's gone now.
You don't have your dad.
Yeah, yeah, but I had my mother.
But your dad suing you, that had to be hard.
Well, you know what? My dad was being influenced by people that were lying to him. My father was sickly at the time. He was in the hospital. I was paying the bills. I mean, I took care of my father.
So you forgave him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, in the end you forgave him?
Absolutely. I love my dad. And I knew he was sickly. My father was in his 80s at that point. And he was in the hospital constantly with heart problems and diabetes. And people were trying to get money from him, extract money from him, just, you know, blackmail him.
But at the time it was painful, was it not?
It was.
Yeah, when you hear your dad's gonna sue you.
It was a period of 2 years where we didn't speak at all. But when he got sickly, really sickly, I went to the hospital and I said, let's end this right now. You're my father, and I love you. And I'm going to be here to the end. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be the one that's going to take care of you. And finally, you know, when it all kind of came down and it was the end, everything was in my hands.
I heard you chose not to go to the funeral, but spent private time with him.
I had a memorial the day before the funeral. That was my own. That was my own. That was just my family, for me, Dion, my cousin Dee Dee, my mother. There was so much press and so many, you know, media. So much of the media was following me around. I couldn't grieve in privacy. So I had my own service. And then I had, you know, my father was very, very influential man in the city of Newark in New Jersey. And he had a lot of friends. So I had one for them that they could go to. But I had my own, yeah.
You had your own?
Yeah, it was
hard
my own.
passing.
Yeah, yeah.
How difficult was Michael Jackson's passing for you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, a lot was going on during this time, man. 2009, a lot was going on. Only like a year into Obama's presidency, like, I feel like the world was changing around this. Facebook, Twitter wasn't a thing yet, but yeah, a lot was going on. But yeah, I'm glad that they touched on it a little bit, because I'm like, you gonna bypass the whole father trying to take money from her, Oprah? Like, come on now. So I'm glad she addressed it to me. She says that she forgave him. She understands that he was being manipulated. Look, no, I can't tell that story. It's not my story to tell. All I'm going to say is, I've been close to that situation. Something close to that. So, yeah. Yeah. So you know what? I can let that go. Well, first of all, she let it go, so ain't nothing for me to hold a grudge about. But, yeah, certain family stuff. Yeah, so.
Oprah's exclusive interview with Whitney Houston continues.
How difficult was Michael Jackson's passing for you?
Devastating. I have so many good memories of spending time with him.
Mm-hmm.
I've known his family for so many years, for at least 20. That I thought, this can't be true. This can't be true. I knew he was on painkillers at one time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how far and how deep it was.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember doing the anniversary special, 30th anniversary. And I remember looking at Michael. I remember looking at myself.
That's when you were so bone thin, you were frail.
I was getting scared.
Looking at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could see myself, I was looking at myself going, no, I don't want this to be like this. This can't happen, not both of us and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was other things that we shared.
Mm-hmm. But you were doing your own drugs at the time, right?
Yeah.
That's why you were so thin, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, but there was things that were happening emotionally to me.
Yeah.
I was worried.
For him.
Yeah, I was worried. I was worried for me. It was a marriage thing. It was a lot of things that were very close.
When is the last time you saw him?
Wow. I think it was that time, but I spoke to him during the trial a lot.
Mm-hmm.
By that time, he had cut everybody, a lot of people off.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to be seen.
Did he cut you off?
He would speak to me on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't want me to see him.
Mm-hmm.
No one had ever met quite like that young man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to have it in like that saddens me. Yeah. Yeah.
But when you saw him at the 30th anniversary, did you think, was he a mirror for you? Was
In
he a
some
mirror
ways,
for
yes.
you? That you
Yes.
think, this could be me?
I didn't want to go that road.
You don't want to go down that road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Does your heart still ache about it when you think about it?
terribly. Terribly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I had an epiphany. You know, a lot of us are Michael Jackson fans. We kept asking the question, where was his friends at? Right? We kept asking, where was everybody at for Michael? Where was everybody at? All these people that love Michael, where were they at? But then I'm watching this, and I'm like, well, someone for like a Whitney, right? She's going through her own problems. She's going through her own demons. She's going through her own marriage. She's going through her. It's like people go through a lot of things, man. Even you, for someone that's not famous or whatever, like you go through stuff people don't know about. You don't want nobody to know about. So it's like, yeah, I think there could have been people that could have been there for Michael, but at the same time, you know, it could be a thing where like just life be lifing, dog. And it's like, at the end of the day, just look what happened at Whitney at the end. Who knows why she made the final decision that she made when she was in that tub? Who knows? Who knows? But just like life be lifing, man. Like, we can try to help somebody all you want, but they got to want to help themselves. And at the same time, sometimes just, maybe just your time to go. I don't know. But it's just, I'm sticking up Michael. I'm like, damn, why wasn't nobody there for Michael? But then I'm like, damn, why wasn't nobody there for Whitney? But I'm like, people were there for Whitney. It just, I don't know, man. Life is about decisions and doing certain things. And sometimes just, life be lifing. Because I'm hearing her talk about Michael. I'm like, oh, man. We're not even, 2.5 years later? 2.5 years later. We only got 2.5 years later after this. Golly, man.
So what do you see now? I mean, you are right. I was one of those people praying for you. As is, I've never seen so many people when they heard I was doing this interview. So many people are pulling for you. So when I listened to this second cut on the CD about nothing but love,
Yes.
I think that that's what people have for you. Are you feeling that love now?
Yeah, but mostly for myself.
Mostly for yourself.
For myself. That's the great part. That's the good feeling. I have it for me, you know?
What did you learn? What is the most you've learned through this entire process of sitting there with the drugs, of the evil eyes on the wall?
You won't forget about that one.
No, I'm not going to forget about that. But that would
that's
freak
crazy.
me out.
That's wild, bro.
That's it.
You don't know, girl. I'm walking and go,
Whoa, that would freak me
okay,
out.
this looks a little different.
Which is so unusual. You know, usually we're like, we don't like stick around for that. We're like, evil eyes on the wall, got to go.
Gotta
But, you
go.
know, it was difficult because he wouldn't let me go. He did not want me to leave.
And you didn't think you had the strength to leave on your own.
But I just knew that if I...
And that's why you prayed to God for just one day.
Just one day, give me the strength, and I'll go. Just one day, because I can't live like this anymore. I'm not going to share him with this one or that one, this one, that one. I'm not doing that. He's not going to drag this in my home, and I'm not going to let my daughter think that that's love.
Why do you think you couldn't leave without that prayer? What was holding you there? What was holding you there?
Habit.
Habit.
Conforming to a way of life.
A way of life.
Thinking that it's all right, you know, it'll get better.
So, does that mean you're drug-free?
I look to you.
And so now we stand here with I Look to You all these many years later.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to that cut this morning, I Look to You, and meditating. When you first recorded that song,
Wow.
who were you singing that to? When you're saying I Look to You.
Let me first say that the song was written by Robert Kelly, who we all know as R. Kelly. 10 years ago for me.
10 years ago?
10 years.
All right.
He waited
Everything has its time. Yeah.
It's all everything God's time is, you know, the appointed time. It was the first song presented.
He's another, like, low key. He's another one. It's like, God, I wish because we can make him out to be this monster, which he is, whatever. But also, like, I wish there was a way we could try to fix whatever was in that brain and whatever childhood and trauma that he lived through that we don't talk about, because once you're a monster, you're always a monster. We don't look at how you become that person. I wish we could get into that too. Ah, man. Wow, I didn't know. Yeah.
To me for the album. And I wanted that to be the flavor of what I wanted people to know about me and where I look to, how I got over, how I made it through some rough times.
So you're talking about something greater than yourself.
Greater than far greater than me,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Somebody bigger than you and I.
And that's why you title the album I Look to You, because that is the essence.
Yes.
I
Yes.
get it.
That is the essence of what I wanted everyone to realize and to feel
Yeah.
that this song, this album is all about.
Well, you know my favorite cut on this album.
I do.
You knew it when you were doing it.
When I was doing it, yes.
That it was going to be my favorite cut.
I know.
Diane Warren and David Foster
Yep.
did the song that seemed to come from really the essence of part of your experience.
Yeah.
And I love the lyrics, lost touch with my soul. I had nowhere to turn, nowhere to go, lost sight of my dream. All of that's true?
Thought it'd be the end of me. Yeah.
Thought I would never make it.
Yeah.
But my favorite part is, thought I'd never find my way, thought I'd never lift that weight. I thought I would break. I didn't know.
My own strength.
I didn't know my own strength.
Powerful, powerful words. When I think about it now and I sing it, they went even beyond myself.
Yeah.
I went beyond myself because I thought about women who have battled cancer, women who battle bad domestic situations. I thought about single parents, mothers and fathers, you know what I'm saying? Our children who are growing up under such strenuous situations. Not only mine, I went deep down into another place of other people's situations, and I was like, this is for everybody. I saw myself go through the metamorphosis of it when I was in California, and I was getting myself back to me. I literally stayed in my pajamas for like 6-7 months. Just stayed in my pajamas and just to see my daughter go to school and say, okay, I'll see you when you get home. And I eat something, go back to bed, wake up, wait for her to get home, make sure she was okay.
How is Bobby Christina now?
She's good. She's good. I don't know how to describe her. She's more and more like me every day. Like I thought, like when she was a little
She's
girl.
starting to actually look more like you.
She does. I thought, when she was a kid, she looked like so much like her father. She had her father. But she is, her body frame, her face, her skin, You
can see yourself in her?
All over her. She writes creatively all the time. She writes. And she sings. She's really starting to sing really well now. And
is she good?
Yeah, she is.
She is?
Yeah. I want her to take her time. I don't want anybody to touch her. I want to groom her.
So if she chooses to be in this business, that's okay with you?
Yeah, but I will be there. I will be there. Like my mom was there with me.
Are you enjoying being a mother?
I love it.
You too?
I love being a mother and watching her become a woman. Become a woman. And then there are times where she's going through that young womanhood where it's the boys, and the little things, and you got her little feelings, you're hurt, but I love her to come to me, that she trusts me. That she trusts me. And I can tell her the truth and say, listen, it's going to happen. But we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. We're going to make it. That kind of thing. I love that. I love that. She's proud of me. And I'm proud of her. She got in the bed with me this morning. She said, Mama, can I just tell you how much I love you, how proud I am of you? She said, we did it, Mom. We did it.
How much does it mean to you? Because so much seems to be riding on this moment. Do you think of this as a comeback? Is it a comeback or come out or come through?
Come through.
It's a come through.
Come through moment.
It's a come through.
There's a song on there, R. Kelly wrote, it says, don't call it a comeback.
Yeah.
I've been here for years.
Yeah.
Through the drama, the pain, through all the tears. Get me off this roller coaster because it's time to get off. I'm move mountains, swim seas, and climb over walls because I'm a soldier girl.
I'm a soldier girl. I like that cut too.
Yeah.
I like that
It's
cut.
called Salute.
Yeah, salute. That's the end cut.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, does that mean you're drug-free?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, don't think I don't have desires for it. There are times like, it takes a minute to cleanse, get off me.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone, get off me. But I have to pray it away.
Absolutely.
I have to pray it away. Now, I have a drink every now and then. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
If you see me at a bar, have a drink, don't think.
Don't say she's gone back.
No,
Yeah.
please don't do that to me.
Because drinking wasn't your issue.
No, it was not an issue for me. No,
Yeah.
no. But no weed, no coke, no.
Do you think you ever will again? Be tempted?
Oprah, I can only take today, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Only one day at a time. Right now, no.
Right now, no.
No.
Do you now know your own strength?
I know from whence my help cometh from. I do know that. And I know that is strong within me. And if ever I get low, or I get weak, I know where I can turn to. I know where I can go. I know where I can run to. I know I have people that really care about me and love me, and I know that God loves me. He loves me. I love the Spirit of God so much that I'm not willing to trade that for anything. I'm not trading that for nothing. For nothing. Because I feel joy that I can't even speak about.
Yeah.
and peace that I can't even pass it, all understanding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just...
Because I know you can't get through this without God.
I was by myself so much during those years in L.A., and I would just sit and I would just read the word, and I would stop and I would think, and I'd say, what do you want me to know? The Holy Spirit would speak to me, and it would guide me.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't know how I would get to this place or that place, you know what I'm saying, or how I, did this, or how I would even go in the studio and sing again. Mm-hmm. But I did it.
Mm-hmm. Were you afraid that you had lost the voice, the treasure?
I was afraid that I had lost the spirit for it.
Got it.
The spirit for it. Like,
So you weren't worried about the voice?
No.
You were worried about the spirit for it?
I was singing to myself and God. But I didn't want to be behind the mic anymore.
And Clive helped you get that back?
He told me I could do it. He said, you got to do it. I was really afraid of going back into that world called the music industry. You know what I'm saying? But the music still lives in me. It's alive.
So how does this feel, this embrace, the critics, all of it? How does it feel?
When I got up this morning, I thought about, I got to honestly tell you, I wonder what Oprah's thinking right now. I wonder what she's doing. I wonder if she's praying right now.
Yeah. I was praying. That's the first thing I did. I got up this morning and I prayed to be a clear channel so that you and I could have a real conversation.
And I did the same thing.
You did the same thing?
I sat by the window. I'm on like the 50th floor somewhere, and I'm just looking out the window, and I'm just praying. I'm going.
I was on the 48th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just connecting with you. I'm connecting with you spiritually and saying, I just want her to know that I love her. And
I was saying the same thing. I was saying the same thing.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And I thought,
And praying to be used.
Yes.
In this process.
To be a vessel.
Yeah, to be a vessel.
Yes.
Yeah. We did okay.
Yeah, we did.
We did okay here today.
We did.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
When we come back, I'm with a studio audience filled with Whitney Houston fans who are about to get a really big surprise.
That was a very good interview, man. That was a very, very solid interview. Again, I haven't watched that in 16 years? I might have watched. Nah, I don't think I was watching it when she passed because I wasn't. I have a thing where unless it's a jovial thing, I don't want to watch you talking about your trauma and all that. But yeah, that was a very solid interview. Even though it was intense in regard to subject matter, but I mean, I wasn't there for Whitney's last days. Who knows? But I can only hope and pray that she had some type of peace in her last hours. But yeah, solid interview. So from here, I think she does some type of performance, and I don't remember this at all. So let's have some fun. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Whitney Houston!
Wow, she looks awesome. Wow. She looks great. Wow, she looks great. Come on, Whitney.
Lost touch with my soul. I had nowhere to run. I had nowhere to go. Lost sight of my dream. Thought it would be the end of me. I thought I'd never make it through. I had no one to hold on to. I thought I might break. I didn't know my own strength, and I crashed down, crumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength. Survived my darkest hour. My faith kept me alive. Pull myself back up, hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. Found hope in my heart. I found the light to light my way out of the dark. Found all that I need, Lord, here inside of me. Here inside of me, yes. I thought I'd never find my way. I thought I'd never lift that weight. I thought I might break. I didn't know my own strength. I crashed down. I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength. About my darkest hour, my faith kept me alive. I pulled myself back up, hold my head up high. I was not built to break. Didn't know my own strength. There were so many times I wonder how I get through the night. So I took all that I could take. Didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I got through all the pain. Hold on. I didn't know my own strength. Darkest hour, yes, I did. Realize, yes, I did. Self back up, hold my head up high. I got through all the pain. Oh, let me tell you, I didn't know. My mama said I was not built to break.
Yeah. Tell him.
Dion said I was not built to break. Clyde said, come on back and sing, you're not built to break. Your love said, your love said, I was not built to break. Oprah said, girl, do you know you're loved? Now I know my own strength.
What? Yo, I do not remember this at all. What?
We'll be right back with Whitney Houston.
How do I not remember this at all? Like, that's Whitney right there. That's not old Whitney. That's Whitney right there. Like, yeah, it might not be it might not be what it used to be, but it's as good as it ever was. That's the Whitney I like. We just don't got that no more, man. Like, you can't teach that. That's in you. That's in you. You hear me? That's in you. You can't teach that. I know there's probably a little mini. Okay, I feel like I don't really, like I want to end on this. So I know people gonna probably be upset. Maybe I kind of want to end on that. I don't really want to end on whatever these last 8 minutes is. To be honest with you, like, you know what? We're here already. Let's go. I don't think you're gonna. You're not gonna get better. Like, I do not remember this at all, bruh. Like, damn. Like, yeah. 2009, like after everything, still Whitney right there, man. Like, yo.
We're back with Miss Whitney Houston. I have to say that the night after that interview, I did not sleep because we had such a powerful connection.
I did too.
And I could not stop thinking about it. I flew home to Chicago. It was so exciting because Gail was there when we were doing that interview.
Right.
Yeah, we couldn't stop talking about it. Gail goes, let me just ride to the airport, and we talked about it some more. And then I got home and I was telling Stedman all about it because I'm trying to tell about this powerful connection that we had. I felt something really happened, and I wondered if you regretted it afterwards. Did you regret?
Nope.
You did not regret?
No.
I woke up the next morning hoping that you didn't regret what you had said.
You know what? First of all, I am a mother, and I am at that point in my life right now where I have no regrets. Not even about my marriage, my life, anything that's happened to me. It is
no regrets.
Everything has been in a divine order. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what it took to get
I got something from everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So did Bobby know you were doing that interview?
No.
Does he know now?
No.
No.
But I'm sure I'll be getting a call.
Yeah. Are you worried about that call?
I remember that. Okay.
Not whatsoever.
Not whatsoever.
I remember that. Okay. Yeah, I saw this. I remember that. Oh, he said, yeah, that's Whitney right there. That's Whitney. Hold on. Run that back. Hold on.
Point in my life right now where I have no regrets. Not even about
that's Nippy right there. That ain't Whitney. That's Nippy.
my marriage, my life, anything that's happened to me. It is
no regrets.
Everything has been in a divine order. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what it took to get
I got something from everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So did Bobby know you were doing that interview?
No.
Does he know now?
No.
No.
But I'm sure I'll be getting a call.
Yeah. Are you worried about that call?
Not whatsoever.
Not whatsoever about
Bring
the call.
it. Bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Because I love the moment in the
I told the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember that moment in yesterday's show when you said, listen, what I could tell you?
Oh, there's stuff that, is better left unsaid.
Better left unsaid. Better left
You know what I'm saying? Because, let me just explain to you. It was not mean, malicious, facetious. I don't need to make money off myself or off my marriage, off my ex-husband, off my family.
Right.
I don't need that.
Right.
It's not my goal.
Right.
My goal was to be relieved from it.
Yes.
To be relieved from it.
Did it feel freeing? Does it feel freeing?
I don't have to go over this again.
Yeah.
I'm not going over this again. I'm not answering those same questions that you asked me. I'm not going over that again. I'm not.
Done.
Done. I don't do interviews. Like, it's been 7 years.
Yeah.
And you were the only person I felt comfortable enough with. Yeah.
Love the background, by the way. Shout out to the snazzy little background. Come on, the queen gotta have a special little background. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different type of cloth over here. You know what I mean?
Whitney's 16-year-old beautiful daughter, Bobby Christina, is here.
16, 2009? She was 16? Okay. I don't know why I thought she was way older than that. Okay. Damn. Yeah, because I think because she was that 2015? So I think she was like 24, 25.
How proud are you of your mother?
Honestly, words can't explain how proud I am of her. Really. I've been there with her, through everything and whole divorce and talking and whatever. But you know, I stay by her side. That's like my best friend, you know, that's like my sister, you know?
Like your best friend, like your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't easy, but she never let go of my hand. And I never let go of hers. And the beautiful part about it is that she and I got to know each other and trust each other.
I hear it. Do you love singing too?
Yeah.
She does, yeah.
You think you're gonna follow in the footsteps of your family, huh?
No.
I know she hates it, but it's the plan, yeah.
It's the
my
plan. It's
Mine.
Yours.
Yeah.
Did you hear her? Hers.
I heard it.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
I heard it.
I just had a baby, and
who would imagine a king? Who would? You might have to do another watch along. I don't know if that's against the rules, but you gotta do another watch along. I don't know, because people gotta make it an annual thing. Watch Preacher's Wife, bro. Cause, oh my god, my god.
to me, he's a little king. And one of my favorite songs to sing to him is Who Would Imagine a King, which is by Whitney Houston, and it's in The Preacher's Wife. Now, I know my Whitney stuff. I think the first song I ever sang of Whitney Houston's was Greatest Love of All.
That first video of The Greatest Love of All, it did send shivers, tingles up and down my spine. And that is what she does. And that's what Whitney continues to do today.
The first Whitney song I ever heard was I Wanna Dance with Somebody. I was 8 years old when I first heard it, and I sang that for my school talent shows.
If you really want to know how to sing, you want to listen to Whitney. How will I know if he really loves me?
She's earned every single inch of everything that she's received thus far. I'm so proud and so pleased for her that she has come right on back and showed us all what she's got, what she's made out of.
You know, I grew up listening to you, and everything you sang inspired me. Your music really touched me deeply. I'm so happy that you're back. It's been way too long, and we've missed you a lot. I love you so very much.
I want to thank you for being my inspiration.
Do I have the? I'm trying to think. What was that clip in? There's a clip of Celine Dion. I think was it the Grammys? Was it the Grammys? Might be the Grammys. To where Celine Dion was backstage, like, after getting an award, and while she was talking, she heard Whitney was about to go up. She said, hold on. It's like, I don't care what you talking about right now. Let me go. And she was watching Whitney on TV. Like, hold on, let's see if I can find that, Joy. Let's see if I can find that. Celine Dion, Whitney. I think it might have been the Grammys. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know, because that's like a random clip. Stops what she's doing. Watches Whitney. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I don't know if there's a full clip. This is short, though. All right, hold on. Let's... Guess who's got new editing to do now? Guess who got editing to do now? Also, I need more work from myself. Okay. Here we go.
He actually put the brakes on Celine's backstage interview.
Oh my God, do you mind? Do we have volume on that?
And after turning up the volume herself, Celine sat with Courtney Love and Josh Groban, fighting back tears as Whitney sang. He actually put the brakes on.
That is so dope. He's like, hold on, wait. He's like, oh, this 2004? What? Oh yeah, so she's probably been. This is 2004 World Music Awards. Okay, yeah. What was she singing in 2004 World Music Awards? 2004. What the hell was she singing in 2004?
Let me simply.
She sang "I Believe in You and Me."
I believe that we'll be.
Okay, so I know what we're watching after this. Okay, never mind.
Year after year. Love you, Whitney.
I love you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
And before we say goodbye, I want to say bravo to Clive Davis, legendary music producer. Stand up. Clive Davis. Clive Davis, who first heard The Voice when she was 19 years old. We just want to say thank you, Clive, for bringing Whitney back to us. How does this feel to you? How does this feel?
You know, it's one thing to discover an old-time Hall of Famer, but now after a 7-year absence and 10 years between our working together, the real question was, did the public miss her?
Wow.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you that the public missed her so strong that her album enters #1 on the album chart.
Wow, she didn't know that?
Whitney, I Look to You debuted at #1 on the Billboard chart.
Wow, did not know that. That's so dope. She didn't know that.
In stores right now.
Wow.
Paper cut #7. #7. Bye, everybody. I look to you.
Thank you. I didn't know my own strength. Yeah, man. I don't know how to talk about this. It's like, at the end of the day, we lucky we had Whitney as long as we did. Life be life, and I'm gonna keep saying it. And I'm glad that God used her to spread her joy and talents and everything in between with the world. And yeah, but we were blessed to have her. I think that's the best way to sum it up. We were blessed to have her. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share all the things of the things. Ain't gotta go home. Do gotta get this step in. Peace.
Did you tell me this was over?